This is one question, Kane, that I've asked pretty much everyone who has been in this show with me. Is A, you have been phenomenal in all three formats. You have been doing exceptionally well. But I wanted to know, is there any time where you doubt yourself before a big game or before playing a particular game? Does doubt come to you that you're not good enough? You can do. You know what I mean? I
Bro,
think
definitely.
everyone. Yeah, yeah.
We're all human beings, man. I don't know. Do you have doubt? Because you come out and you look like you just have the most natural ability, and I think we all have different doubts, and at different times.
Yeah.
Certainly we play a game where there's just so many variables and things you can't control, and some days you feel good and it doesn't result in runs or wickets and there's just so many other reasons for that, and trying to make sense of it is, I think, important when you're playing this game, because it's been able to, I think, let some of that stuff go. But the mind is an interesting thing, and you're wanting to make sure that you don't get far ahead of yourself, and don't get too down on yourself, and try and sort of stay quite level. I believe that's important, but it's definitely a challenge, because I think, speak on behalf of probably everybody listening, that there's always a want to improve and a desire to do more for your team. And when you get 100, you want 200. Whether you get 10, you want 20. It's just it's an interesting thing to get your head around. So yes, you have doubts at different points in time and different intensities, and it's I think it's being part of it as a human being. But if someone doesn't, I'd love to know.
Yeah, yeah, because I was speaking to Virat and he said that he never doubts himself during the game, but the doubt comes when he's training. So
Okay.
if he's not hitting the ball well, the doubt comes that maybe he's not doing things right. And then as soon as he starts hitting the ball well, he's fine. But he never doubts himself in the game. So which is
Okay.
I think every human being is different. I think doubt
Yeah.
comes to everyone, and it's just
Yeah.
how you take it and then how you
Yeah. And
overcome it.
different times, like you say, sometimes in training. So it's, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
it's good.
All
Yeah,
different situations.
yeah. And then one of my brother-in-law actually got just settled in Auckland recently.
Oh, well.
So yeah, so I have some part of my family staying in Auckland. So when I
Awesome, man.
when I come, yeah, that's good. And
Mm.
and also thank you very much for joining me. I think this means a lot to me and my country that they can hear something from you. And it was really nice talking to you. Okay.
Thanks, Tamim. Thanks for those kind words as well. And obviously that event was, horrific, and to think that, you guys and so many others, had to be close to that experience, or be affected by that experience, was, I think it hurt the whole country deeply, and it was this incredibly sad time. But thank you, for having me on here, and I hope there are a few listeners that perhaps enjoyed our conversation. Obviously, in a time like this, there's sort of not a whole heap to do, and sometimes it's tough to get outside and perhaps play some cricket, or do some activities, and to keep your mind off things. But I hope the people of Bangladesh are finding ways to do that, finding ways to stay healthy, and like I say, all do our part to try and get rid of this thing as soon as possible.
Thank you again. Thank you.
Cheers,
Before
Tammy.
leaving, just we are the Eid is coming very soon. If you could
Yeah.
like to wish Bangladeshi people Eid Mubarak.
Yeah, Eid Mubarak to the Bangladeshi people. I did hear you say as well in your introduction,
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, and it's
Yeah.
such a
Salam.
beautiful thing, man. It's such a beautiful thing. So, I hope
Yeah.
it's all good for the people there.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Ken, if you can just